take two. So how does a pressure regulator work? Well, these things can be awfully confusing. Simple enough, but confusing. So what they're supposed to do is tell the pump when the pressure should kick on, when it should engage, and when it should disengage. So this one I have set between 30 pounds and 60 pounds because that's what the manual suggested. So it should disengage just a hair above 50. I have it set just above 50 right now. And obviously some water's running in the house. So it's trying to build pressure. So now that it kicked off, once it goes back down to 30, it'll engage again. So you adjust that with the pressure regulator. So the language on these is pretty confusing, right? So it says in here, get in there, it says turn nut number 1 clockwise to raise cut and off pressure. Nut number 2 to raise cut-off pressure only. Well, that kind of language is pretty confusing. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. So, basically, this is nut number 2. You turn this counterclockwise to raise the pressure at which it disengages. So it'll cut off. If you want it to go to 60, you turn this guy, number 2, clockwise to shut off at 60. If your pump's only kicking on at 20 and you want it to go up to 30, you turn this guy clockwise, nut number 1. So the big guy is for the low end pressure. The smaller one is for the higher pressure disengagement. And to raise them, you turn clockwise, and to lower the pressure of each is when you turn counterclockwise. So if this is at 40 and I want it to go to 30, I take this guy and I go counterclockwise. That's how these are supposed to work, but they can be a little tricky to set sometimes, and the language is confusing, but this guy disengages, this guy engages.